All right, we have to do one more math kind of problem. This is the last math we have to do in the whole class. Even though I did notice grading the last test that most people did very well on the one math problem that was on the whole test. But sometimes we have a site, being an archaeologist, you want to know if the site lines up. So you go out there and you measure the angle. So you measure the azimuth angle and then you figure out what declination. So it's a way of working backwards. So remember, when we wanted to find the solar angle, the azimuth angle, where something would rise or set, this was the equation we used. And this would give us the position, the rising position of an object if we knew its declination and latitude, where you are on the Earth. But what we want to do is if you know this. So if we know the azimuth angle and your latitude, we want to find, then we can find the declination. Alright, so all I did was take this equation right here and rearranged it so that I solved it for declination instead of for the azimuth angle. And when I did that, this is the angle that you get, that the declination of an object is equal to the inverse sine of 0.99989 times the cosine of the latitude times the cosine of the azimuth angle minus 0.01454 times the sine of the latitude. That's a 4 there. Okay, so the equation became this to solve for the declination. And the good thing about that is, if we know these two, the latitude and the theta, we can figure out the declination. Then we go back to our Skywatcher's book and figure out what days of the year that lines up with. So for example, I'm going to do a problem here like you're going to get. I'm going to give you an assignment, and the assignment will be in D2L, and you'll have to go through and solve these kind of problems and turn it in, just like our homework. So from Commerce, Texas, on what days of the year will the sun set at an azimuth of 246 degrees? Okay, so now if we're going to draw our normal circle, this was north, west, south, east, right? If I split this up. And remember, west is at 270, north is at 0, 180, 90 degrees. So 246 is somewhere over here. So this is the sunset position here. So you might have a building that's lined up so that it makes an azimuth angle of 246 degrees. We want to know what date the sun would set along that side of the building. So I'm just going to plug this into here. I have that my latitude is equal to 33 degrees because I'm in Commerce, Texas, and that theta is equal to 246 degrees. Again, remember to make sure your calculator is set to degrees. If it's set to radians or something else, make sure you change it to degrees, otherwise this isn't going to work. Then you plug it into your calculator and figure out what your answer is. And what I get when I plug it in, and unfortunately I would give you this program if you were here, but since we social distancing, we can't get close to each other, you're going to have to either program it yourself or put it in yourself every single time. I get that the declination is minus 20 degrees, 20.426 degrees. Now if you remember in Skywatchers they like it in degrees and minutes, so this is minus 20 degrees, and I take 0.426 and I multiply that by 60, and I get that this is 20 degrees and, oops, sorry I don't have that done, 6 times 60, and 25.56 minutes. So 20 degrees, 25.56 minutes. And then I look at my Skywatchers book. Over here. And I find out that the declination of the sun, I'm looking for a declination when it's minus 20 degrees. And remember, it's always going to happen twice. So right here it's going to be around, this is minus 2050. We're just between those two, so I'm going to say like November 24th. And it's also going to occur again way up here between these. We're at minus 2025, so just between those about January 19th. So those would be my answers. So the key is, just like the other ones, make sure you get your latitude and your azimuth angle, plug it in this equation, give you the declination, then look it up in Skywatchers to figure out what day of the year those things will occur on. Alright, and I will put up a homework set under assignments, and you will, that'll be due in a few days. So keep an eye out for that. Alright, that's it.